Naomi from Craft Buddy. I'm here to talk to you about our brand new spooky stamp collection that we're bringing to you really soon. I have 4 new amazing Halloween themed stamp sets to share with you today. They are in our lovely A6 format. Let me take you through the gorgeous new designs. I hope you're going to absolutely love them. You have so much fun with these, making all your Halloween projects. So we have, first of all, our little freaky Frankie. You can see here that we have on the stamp set, we have lots and lots of gorgeous designs for you to play with. We've got Frankie himself, we've got a little bat, we've even got some bolts and some lovely sentiments on here. You have the large word spooky, you have You Drive Me Batty, and Have a Monstrous Time. And let me show you one of the samples that we've made using this set. So whether you are wanting to create Halloween crafts, whether you're wanting to use them for your little monsters or birthdays, and throughout the year, you'll have this lovely stamp set. So I'm going to put that one away and get number 2. And as you may know, you know me at school, you know I have for a long time talked to you about a little character I have called Pedro the Pumpkin. And we now have a Pedro the Pumpkin stamp set. This is a really lovely autumnal fun stamp set that has the gorgeous pumpkin with various faces that you can add in to create your own style of little pumpkin characters, as well as creating lovely autumn themed pumpkins for you to use for your seasonal maze. In this stamp set, you will also get that lovely spooky word woo, and you will get your sentiment, no tricks, just treats to go with it. Okay, so that's set number 2. Set number 3 is Happy Hauntings. This one has a lovely spooky spider's web in it. It also has your ghost, some spooky faces, and the word boo. It has You Haunt Me and also your Spook-craftular, and it's great for creating all sorts of lovely spooky cards. You can use it to create gorgeous backgrounds as well. So there's lots and lots of different ideas for you to use with those ones too. And then finally, we have Scaredy Cat. And Scaredy Cat is a lovely set with a cat in it, but it has lots of other accessories that you can use to coordinate with all the other 3 stamp sets in the collection. There is a witch's broom, a witch's hat cauldron, and there's some sparkles and some sentiments in here too. You have, one says that you're a scary cat, and one says you put a spell on me, and these all will coordinate together. They're all sized to work perfectly, and you can see you can create gorgeous, sparkly makes with these. You can use the sentiments on any of your themed cards and create your own backgrounds and projects for those. I'm going to take you through a basic stamping process for stamping out using our lovely new Pedro the Pumpkin stamp set. And you'll see within that stamp set you get a lovely pumpkin and you get 3 different faces to choose from. You get the woo word and you also get no tricks, just treats. I'm going to be using a acrylic stamping block to put my stamp onto, and these lovely polymer stamps are super clingy, so whether you're using a stamping platform or a stamping block like I am, they will cling to that block and they give you a nice sturdy surface for stamping with. I'm also going to be using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, which is available on the Craft Buddy website. And that is because I'm using an alcohol-based pen to colour my images with. So I'm going to take off the lid and just apply something. So you want to gently tap over the surface of the stamp until you have a really good coverage. Okay. Your stamping block, you want to use a stamping block about the same size as your stamp, so as near as you can get. I'm going to place that stamp image onto my stamping card, and I'm using some of our lovely Craft Buddy stamping card for this. And then you walk your fingers over the stamp, applying even pressure. You don't want to go over to the edge of your stamping block because that will rock the stamp and will smudge your image. Okay. You may notice that underneath my card I've got a little microfiber cloth that just gives a little bit of bounce for when I'm working on an uneven surface, and that'll give you a lovely clear stamped image. Okay. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to apply some colour. So like I said, I'm using an alcohol-based pen. I'm using our lovely gem pens, and these are 40 pens that come in a variety of colours. I'm going to pick 3 shades of pen to add some texture and detail to my image. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. Let's change it up a little bit. So I've got 3 shades of pen. I've got a lighter, a medium, and a darker colour. I'm going to change that out to add some detail to my pumpkin. And what I can do is look at the crystals I have in my stash and choose my colours accordingly, so I can make my image fit what I have. So I leave my darkest colour, and I'm just going to add in where I think the shaded areas would be. So think about where your light source would be in your picture and just add in that shading where you believe it be. So I can put it at the bottom of the pumpkin a little darker and maybe some area at the top, because you'll have light coming from maybe if it's candlelit or an autumn evening. So I'm just looking at adding that shading in there. Okay, and I'm using the really technical method here. I'm flipping my pen. So you can do lots of different blending techniques with alcohol pens. You can use a blending pen, you can blend your colours really carefully. Because this is going to be used for diamond painting, using drills over the top, I'm not worrying about that type of blending in the same way. I'm just adding in colour so that the circular drills have some depth behind them. I'm going in with my second colour, which is an orange. I'm going over first so that I can tone them in together, and also adding a bit more colour leading upwards. I'll do that in each segment of the pumpkin. And you're just bringing that up and you're thinking about where the light will be shining. I'm looking at that sort of curvature of the pumpkin and thinking where it will be. Okay, so adding that in, and with this pen, what I don't usually do, so get the chisel on so I can. And I've got a larger area for good coverage. And add that in. Okay, so get those colours up. And then when you're happy, so you can see I've got these areas here I think it's going to be lighter. And I'm going to go over again, what I've done so far, turn it in, and then bring your colour in. You'll see it'll be almost like you've got a light shining there on that curved pumpkin. I'm not being particularly careful about this. And then I just need to look at the green. Greens that I have, I'm going to choose a couple of greens for the stalk of my pumpkin. Then that make that easy for myself. I'm going to do a bit of a darker shaded area where I think there might be shading. And then go in my second green. Okay, now I'm standing this out for 2 pairs of tabs, and I've got a couple to show you in there. So I don't need to be overly careful. In fact, if you go over the edge of your image, if you are cutting out your image, it makes it easier for you to cut. So there's our colour pumpkin. Now, I can do this before or after. If I want to add a face to my pumpkin, let's choose your face here. I'm going to add this to my stamping block. You'll see. Now, because I'm using a really large stamping block and I don't want this to wobble, I'm going to put another one of the smaller stamps on the other end of the stamping block. Okay. I'm going to ink up that stamp. and the other one will act as a sort of balance, stop my stamping wobbling too much. I can press that down and it will go over my pens and we'll add in that face. Add anything else in. Okay, so we've got that little pepper in there. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add my magic glue onto here. So normally I would cut this out, but just for now, because I've got one I prepared earlier, I'll show you how simple it is to add in that magic glue. So I'm going to just put a pea-sized amount of glue in there.
You can cut and edit, so if you need everything,
you can just edit it if you need to. You'll see that because this glue is a water-based glue, and we're using it over things, the colour won't run. If you're using water-based pens to colour it, just be aware that you might get a slight leak in your magic glue. So we do recommend using an alcohol-based pen like our lovely gel pens to help with this. So you're just putting a coat of the glue wherever you're thinking, spreading that out. Okay. And then what you do is you just leave this to go, you can see at the moment it's really milky white colour, and you will just leave it to go crystal clear. And what we will have done is creating a very own crystal art project to create a faux crystal art card and stocking really certain surface for your project. And because you've got that position, you can get in all those tiny areas. Okay, so I'm going to put this to one side. And I have one here. Right, so once your magic glue has gone clear, you can decant some of your crystals, and I'm using 3 different colours of crystals from my little pumpkin. And basically what you've done is you've created your own crystal art project for you to add your crystals in the usual way. And I'm going to start off with my darkest colour, which is lovely red. And I've matched my crystals with the colour of pen I've used. I've added some of the jelly wax into my pen. And what this will do is create a pickup tool to pick my crystal up and place them down on the magic glue in the usual way. So you just give your tray a little shake, not too vigorously, otherwise they will go everywhere. And then they will turn themselves over right side up. And all you're going to do is tap your crystal and place it down onto the colours as you can see them from your coloured image. Okay, so you can see this one here. I have just added my glue. It's still attached to the card. I can use this as an entire card topper, or I can choose to cut them out. So you can see here, I've got one here also that I've prepared earlier. Glue's still drying on this one, but I can cut them out so to make them into a more 3-dimensional project should I so wish. Okay, so I've got my 3 colours and I'm just going to add these in, and what you're going to do is create texture and shading with your crystal, just like you would on one of our lovely canvases of cards when you get your images and you'll have different shades that lend themselves to those larger projects and pictures. You can do that with the stamps as well. You can go just for one single colour, or you can add in a little. I'm just going to go for this little section here, and you can see I'm adding in that red. Wherever I've got an orange circle, I can add in my orange crystals. Again, I'm just looking for where I've used those pens to guide me. And you'll see that the circles are sized so that the crystal will sit on top of the stamped circle and covers up that black mark. So you can see that orange in there. There's also my 3rd colour of yellow, and it's just underneath those different textures. So let me show you sorts of looks you can create here. So I've got one of my lovely pumpkins completely crystallised. You can see I've used 3 shades of colour there. and added my crystals over the top. Here's a more orangey one with that lovely face, also crystallized up with the black crystals. And these are then for you to use to create your own cards. So you can see here, here's another one. This is more of a red style of pumpkin that I've used as a card with a lovely inky background. So that is how you can use our little pumpkins to create all sorts of different things. The pumpkin itself is also great to use on its own. You can see here, all I've done is created lots of different coloured pumpkins, just like, you know, like the ones you get in the supermarket. You can see the little pumpkins this time of year. And in all those colours, use it with crystals and create yourself a lovely autumn themed project.